How y'all doing out there? Chris Tipmore. Welcome back to A1 Forever Sports. Be generational because it's always time to be, and don't you settle for less because you always can have more with the vision. And with that in mind, in this video, we're talking about in the 2025 offseason, how the Atlanta Falcons have a strategic opportunity to acquire themselves a backup quarterback in Justin Fields. But before we get into it, this is your first time to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and also make sure you like the video so help get us out there in the algorithm. Now let's get right into it. Now, back in 2021, Justin Fields signed an $18 million deal, fully guaranteed from the Chicago Bears. But after being traded to the Steelers decided to decline his fifth-year option, would have equaled up to over $25 million. Now, he started off the season leading them to a 4-2 record. But despite the success, Mike Tomlin decided to make a bold move, one that was very questionable by a lot of talking heads on the NFL channels about benching him and pivoting to Russell Wilson. This bold move was intended to boost the passing performance as Wilson was able to surpass 250 yards in his initial start, something that Justin Fields had only did once in 6 games. Now, why should the Atlanta Falcons be interested in Justin Fields and bringing him back home to Georgia? Well, I know it was a different timeline before. The Atlanta Falcons could have brought him in before, right? Well, totally different timeline, totally different circumstances. And honestly, Justin Fields going to Pittsburgh could be a benefit for Atlanta. Justin Fields appeared in 10 games. He had 6 starts, 65% completion percentage, over 1,100 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns, 1 interception. Now, even though the completion percentage and QB rating was a career high, QB rating being 93.3, it was still only in limited capacity. With everything that's going on with Kirk Cousins and how he was saying he was dealing with elbow and shoulder injuries throughout the season, and the way that the situation is getting messy with the Atlanta Falcons, they need a reliable backup, and it's not going to be Kirk Cousins. It's really going to make it difficult for the Atlanta Falcons to keep Kirk Cousins on that roster as he is forcing the Atlanta Falcons' hand. Either way, the Atlanta Falcons are now in for and need a reliable backup. In comes Justin Fields, somebody who has starting caliber experience. And also, we've never complained about his mobility. We know that's one of his strong suits. It was just always his passing accuracy. Regardless, he has also won games in a winning system in the Pittsburgh Steelers system. So bringing him in from a system like that into the Atlanta Falcons to back up Michael Penix could be a benefit for the Atlanta Falcons. Again, this is not a starting role. This is to back up Michael Penix solely and only. You don't have to worry about trading any assets to get him. Most likely the Steelers are going to move on from him. And once they do, he's eligible to sign on with anybody else as of 2025 February. So the Atlanta Falcons could bring in Justin Fields, have him back up Michael Penix. And if anything was to happen to Michael, God forbid, you would still have a backup who's coming from a winning system with the Pittsburgh Steelers, finally bringing Justin Fields home in a backup role, not starting, and still be able to at least have some depth. I think the Atlanta Falcons should possibly kick the tires in this, but this is all opinionated. Please let me know what you guys think. Should the Atlanta Falcons finally bring Justin Fields home to Georgia and have him as a backup role for starting quarterback Michael Penix Jr.? Let me know in the comments. Drop them hot, drop them fast. And thank you for tuning in to this video. Make sure you absolutely like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. And please come back for all videos dealing with A1 Forever Sports. I am Chris Tipmore. Until next time, peace and blessings to you all. And to you all, I'll holler.